Have you ever noticed a younger man acting a little strange around you? Not just polite, not just friendly, but there's something magnetic, like he can't take his eyes off you. Most women brush it off, but there's a reason he's glued to your presence. And here's the kicker, these aren't random coincidences. Every subtle gesture, every tiny detail he remembers about you, it's all proof he's drawn to you in ways you might not even realize. There are 10 proven signs a younger man is attracted to you. His body leans in. He remembers tiny details about you. He naturally stays close, teases playfully, shows subtle protectiveness, texts or calls often, reacts when others flirt, makes time for you, mirrors your movements, and tries to impress you. Each one is a clear signal, even if he doesn't say it out loud. If you're watching this and thinking, wow, he's doing all of these, don't ignore it. Pause for a moment and consider how you can respond without overthinking, because understanding these signs is your first step to recognizing real attraction. The women who can sense when a younger man desires them never rely on compliments or big romantic moves. While many people obsess over flowers, sweet talks, and gifts, these women notice signals that clearly show attraction in ways most people overlook. This is what really frustrates me about the usual dating advice given to women over 40. Most are told to only notice the obvious signs. Does he text back quickly? Does he pay the bill at dinner? Does he call you beautiful? But the truth is, younger men who are drawn to mature women reveal their feelings through actions that have nothing to do with typical romance. They show their interest in ways that may look like simple friendship to someone who doesn't know better, but to women who understand male psychology, these behaviors scream attraction. The real difference between a woman who notices these signs and one who doesn't isn't about being more experienced or more intuitive. It's about knowing what younger men really do when they are fascinated, instead of what fairy tales and romance stories made you expect. Most women who try to read a younger man's behavior are actually focused on the wrong details. They wait for big gestures while ignoring the small but powerful signals that reveal everything. They hope for bold declarations while overlooking the quiet patterns that expose his true desire. They keep searching for validation through compliments while missing the behaviors that show real interest. What I'm about to share will completely shift how you see things. You will change from being someone who questions and doubts herself into someone who can read attraction like it's your native language. You'll no longer wonder if he likes you. You'll know how much he truly wants you. These 10 signs are so dependable that once you learn them, his feelings will no longer be hidden. Imagine this. You're at a dinner party and there's a younger man across the room. All night you notice him glancing at you, and when your eyes meet, he doesn't quickly look away. Instead, he holds your gaze, then smiles. Later, he somehow joins your conversation group, and suddenly, the energy feels different, more lively, more engaging. You feel a shift, but then you start doubting yourself. Is this real attraction, or am I just imagining things? After years of studying human attraction, especially the unique connection between younger men and older women, here's what I've found. The real signs of interest look nothing like the advice most people tell you to look for. In fact, if you're only watching for traditional romantic gestures, you'll miss the strongest signals that younger men give when they are truly drawn in. Do you want to know what truly separates a younger man who is genuinely into you from one who is just being nice? It's not flowers. It's not sweet little texts. It's not even calling you romantic names. It's something much more subtle, much more telling. Something that happens in the silence between words, in the attention he gives you, in the way he shifts whenever you walk into a room. Here's a fact that might surprise you. When a younger man feels attraction, he doesn't try to impress you by showing off his youth or energy. Instead, he becomes fascinated by your depth. While women his age may catch his attention with charm on the surface, you pull him in with something much deeper, something rare, something he can't find anywhere else. And this fascination shows in the most surprising ways. I once worked with a client named Victoria, a 48-year-old architect who had been divorced for 3 years. She met James, a 32-year-old photographer, at an art gallery opening. Victoria thought he would try to impress her with wild stories or bold achievements. Instead, James spent their entire first coffee date asking her about her design journey, the projects that had shaped her, and how she handled career challenges that he was just starting to face. At first, Victoria thought he was just being polite. But what James was actually showing her was one of the clearest signs of attraction: intellectual curiosity. When a younger man is drawn to you, he isn't only enjoying your company, he's deeply interested in your thoughts, how you see life, and how you formed your perspective after experiences he hasn't had yet. This curiosity isn't just small talk, it's magnetic. He asks follow-up questions not out of politeness, but because your mind genuinely fascinates him. Another thing many women completely misunderstand is how he acts. They assume if a younger man is attracted to them, he'll be nervous, overly careful, or distant. But the truth is often the opposite. When he is genuinely drawn to you, he treats you as his equal, not as someone to place on a pedestal, and not as someone he has to tiptoe around, but as someone he wants to connect with fully. You'll notice this in his communication. He doesn't speak in a stiff or overly formal way, the way some people do with older individuals. He doesn't overthink his words or hold back his humor. Instead, he's natural and himself. He may tease you lightly, challenge your opinions with playful debate, and share his world with you without trying to shelter you from it. That relaxed comfort, that ease, that openness, that's not disrespect, that's attraction, creating closeness. And here's where it gets really fascinating. When a younger man is attracted to you, he doesn't look at your age as a barrier or an issue. He sees it as part of what makes you magnetic. Others may focus on the number, but he focuses on what that number represents: the wisdom you carry, the confidence you've built, the way you are comfortable in your own skin. Let me tell you about another client, Elena, who was 51 when she met Marcus, a 29-year-old, through friends. Elena spent weeks overthinking every interaction, convinced that his friendliness was just courtesy. She couldn't imagine why a man his age would want someone like her, but what Elena didn't realize was that Marcus wasn't comparing her to women his age. He was drawn to what she offered that they could not: presence that comes from fully living, confidence that comes from overcoming life struggles, and emotional depth that comes only from real experience. And here's another sign many women overlook. When a younger man is attracted to you, he doesn't keep a safe, polite distance. Instead, he finds ways to be physically closer, in ways that feel natural and never forced. At social events, he drifts toward your side of the room. At dinner, he chooses the seat near you. While talking, he leans in slightly, almost as if something invisible is pulling him closer. This isn't about inappropriate touching or pushing boundaries. It's about the natural magnetism that attraction creates. His body naturally leans toward you. His attention stays focused when you're speaking. Even in a group, he seems to gravitate toward where you are. Many women dismiss this as coincidence, but something must not constantly pull someone into your personal space by chance. Now here's something that will change the way you understand every conversation you have with him. When a younger man is genuinely interested, he remembers everything. Not just obvious things like your birthday or your job, but even small details you casually mention. He recalls something you said weeks ago about your favorite book or author. He asks how that story with your sibling turned out. He remembers how you like your coffee, little quirks, or childhood anecdotes. This kind of memory isn't about having a sharp mind. It's about truly caring about who you are. When someone is attracted to you, everything you share matters to them. They mentally store pieces of your personality as if they were treasures. So when he brings up your garden project or asks about that book you wanted to read, he's showing that you occupy a special place in his mind. But here's what makes this even more telling. He doesn't just remember what you say, he acts on it. He suggests restaurants because he knows what kind of food you enjoy. He sends you articles about topics you mentioned liking. He might bring you coffee from the cafe you said had the best espresso. This isn't random thoughtfulness. It's a sign he thinks about you when you're not around, that he wants to make you happy and that he genuinely pays attention to you because you matter. Another subtle but powerful signal is eye contact, but not just any eye contact. When a younger man is drawn to you, he holds your gaze longer than usual. In conversations, his eyes stay on you even while others speak. He looks at you as if he's trying to understand you, genuinely fascinated by what he sees. And here's the detail that reveals everything. It's not just that he looks at you, it's how he looks. There's warmth, focus, intensity that goes beyond polite attention. His eyes light up when you enter a room. He watches you when he thinks you're not noticing. And when you catch him looking, he doesn't quickly look away. Instead, he smiles, as if being caught was worth it. This kind of gaze creates intimacy that words can't express. You feel truly seen, noticed, in a way that is flattering, even slightly overwhelming. That brief moment when his eyes meet yours and the rest of the room seems to disappear, that's not your imagination. That's genuine attraction showing itself through presence. Next, let's talk about openness, which is often misunderstood. When a younger man is attracted, he shares personal details, but in a very intentional way. He doesn't dump his life story or overshare just to fill silence. Instead, he reveals himself slowly, trusting you with thoughts and feelings he might not share with anyone else. He talks about dreams, worries, family dynamics, challenges he's facing, or goals he's working toward. He may give opinions he would usually keep private. This kind of vulnerability isn't weakness, it's a way of creating closeness and showing you who he truly is beyond the mask he presents to the world. For example, Camila, a 45-year-old executive, was puzzled by the openness of Derek, a 31-year-old consultant she had been seeing. On their third date, Derek shared his anxiety about starting a business, his complicated relationship with his father, and uncertainty about where he wanted to live long-term. Camila worried he saw her as a mother figure or therapist, but in reality, Derek simply felt safe enough to show his real self, with all vulnerabilities intact. This is attraction creating trust. Another sign many women misread is how he handles the age difference. When a younger man is genuinely drawn to you, he doesn't try to downplay your age or make it irrelevant. Instead, he embraces what it adds to your connection. He isn't embarrassed to be seen with you. He doesn't worry about others' opinions. He's proud to be with you. This shows in the way he interacts with others. He doesn't hide your connection or act differently when friends are around. If anything, he may be more attentive, making sure you feel included in conversations and comfortable in group settings. He references your discussions in front of others, highlighting that you are important in his thoughts. Watch how he introduces you to people. Does he seem confident, proud even? Does he mention your accomplishments or interests? Does he make it clear that you're significant in his life? When a younger man is attracted, he doesn't hide his interest, he celebrates it. A fifth subtle signal is his voice. When he's drawn to you, his tone changes. It becomes softer, more intimate. Even in public, he may lower his volume slightly, giving your interactions a private feel. Even in crowded places, he speaks to you like you're sharing secrets, even if the topic is ordinary. Listen to how he speaks to you compared to others. Is there warmth, care, or a slightly slower pace? These subtle vocal shifts are unconscious signs of attraction that most people miss, but once you notice, they are undeniable. The sixth sign is about planning. When a younger man is truly interested, he makes plans that include you, both near-term and far in the future. Not in a pushy or presumptuous way, but naturally, as if your presence in his future is something he wants. He might suggest events happening next month or trips he'd like to take, and include you in the conversation. He makes plans weeks ahead, confident that you'll enjoy spending time together. He might even hint at longer-term scenarios where you are part of his life. This is not assumption, this is hope and desire, expressed through thoughtful planning. And with younger men, this is especially meaningful. They often include you in their vision of the future, because your presence excites them and feels essential. Younger men are usually more spontaneous, more focused on the present moment. So when a younger man begins making future plans that involve you, when he thinks ahead weeks or even months with you included, it reveals something very meaningful. He's not only enjoying your company in the present, he's picturing a future where you continue to be part of his life. Another strong sign is one many people overlook. When a younger man feels attracted to you, he takes real interest in your world. Not just you as a person, but everything around you. He wants to know about your family, your friends, your daily routines and your lifestyle. He wants to understand the bigger picture of what makes you who you are. If you have children, he asks about them, not because he feels obliged, but because he's curious about something that's a huge part of your life. He wants to meet your friends and understand the people who are important to you. He asks about your hobbies, your work, the things that bring you happiness. He's not trying to change your world. What he wants is to find a place inside it. This desire to fit into your life shows he sees you as a complete person, not just someone he spends time with occasionally. When a man embraces all the different parts of your world and sees your complexity as something beautiful instead of a challenge, that's deep attraction turning into genuine interest. Another sign often confuses women, but is actually very revealing. When a younger man is attracted to you, he looks for your advice and respects your opinion, but it's not in a way that makes you feel like a parent or teacher. Instead, he values your wisdom while treating you as his equal, someone who can explore ideas with him. He might ask what you think about career choices, life goals, or even relationship matters. But he doesn't come to you like a student expecting answers. He comes to you like a partner who respects your perspective and wants to hear your thoughts. That difference is subtle but important. When he asks for your opinion, does it feel like he's truly interested in what you think? If yes, that's attraction. If it feels like he only wants someone to make decisions for him, that's something else entirely. Genuine attraction makes him respect your insight while still treating you as an equal. Another sign, and a very important one, is how he supports you during difficult times. A younger man who is genuinely interested doesn't try to take over or solve every problem for you. Instead, he gives you the kind of support you really need. He listens when you need to talk, without interrupting or rushing in with solutions. He encourages you when you're facing challenges. He celebrates your successes, both big and small. His presence feels supportive instead of patronizing. He doesn't treat your struggles as problems he has to fix. He treats them as experiences you're going through, experiences he wants to stand beside you in. That kind of emotional support shows maturity and proves he sees you as a partner, not as a project. When he offers this steady, presence-based support rather than trying to control or fix things, it's a sign that his attraction includes deep respect for who you are and how capable you already are. Finally, here's the 10th sign, and it may be the strongest of all. When a younger man is truly attracted to you, he makes you feel beautiful and desired, not by empty compliments, but by how he reacts to your presence. His whole face lights up when you walk in. He looks genuinely happy just being near you. He treats you like someone precious, not because of your age, not despite your age, but because of the whole person you are. You feel attractive when you're around him because that's how he sees you. You feel valued because he shows it with his attention, his effort, and his emotional presence. You feel desired because his desire is clear in every interaction. This isn't about grand gestures or flowery words. It's about the energy between you, the unmistakable feeling of being truly wanted by someone who could give his time to anyone but chooses you. Here's what all these signs really mean, and it might surprise you. A younger man who is drawn to you isn't confused about your age. He's not worried about what other people might think. He knows what he wants, and what he wants is you. Not a younger version of you, not a different version of you, but exactly who you are right now. And here's the most important part. These signs don't show up randomly. They form a clear pattern. A younger man who feels genuine attraction doesn't just display one or two of these behaviors here and there. He shows them consistently. He is curious about your thoughts, and he's at ease in your company. He remembers small details and acts on them. He maintains meaningful eye contact and opens up about his inner world. He embraces the age difference instead of hiding it, and he speaks to you in a warmer, more intimate way. He includes you in future plans and wants to blend into your world. He respects your wisdom, supports you through challenges, and makes you feel desired for who you are. The sad part is that many women are already experiencing these signs but don't see them for what they are. They're so focused on looking for traditional romantic gestures that they miss the real signals of attraction happening right in front of them. They're so convinced that age makes them less appealing that they can't recognize when someone is clearly showing them the opposite. Let me tell you something that can change the way you see yourself. A younger man who is attracted to you doesn't view your age as a problem he's willing to ignore. He sees your maturity as something that pulls him closer. While other people only see numbers, he sees the person those years have shaped. The confidence you carry, the wisdom you've gained, the way you live fully in your own skin. Once you truly understand this, once you stop thinking of age as something you need to apologize for and begin to see it as part of what makes you magnetic, everything changes. You stop second-guessing clear signs of attraction. You stop wondering if you're imagining things. You begin to see with certainty when a younger man is showing you consistently that he wants you. The woman who understands and trusts these signs steps into her connections with confidence. She stops overanalyzing every interaction, stops searching for hidden meanings, and instead allows herself to feel the attraction for what it is. She realizes that real desire is real, no matter the age gap. And when it's genuine, it cannot be hidden. So pay attention to how you feel when you're with him. Notice the steady pattern of these behaviors, the way he tries to blend with your life, the way he naturally pictures a future with you in it. Trust what he shows you instead of questioning whether you deserve it. Because when a younger man is truly interested, he shows it in ways that leave no doubt. The real question isn't whether these signs mean attraction. They absolutely do. The real question is whether you're brave enough to accept it. Because the moment you stop doubting and start believing, you step fully into your own power. And that version of you, the confident, assured, irresistible version, is the one no man, younger or older, will ever want to let go.